At the maternity hospital, they brought me a baby with a different name. But as it turned out, my mother-in-law named my son Ebenezer, in honor of her dead ex.
Let's figure it out at home.
As soon as I walked into the apartment, I saw a photo booth with the inscription, "Welcome to the world, baby Ebenezer." Rose, my mother-in-law, invited every single relative and thanked me for naming the baby after her ex.
I'll talk to her. She just really misses my father.
I couldn't stand it and demanded it to be removed. Jack walked to the photo booth, but all of a sudden, Rose showed up with a photographer.
Take a picture of me with my favorite boys.
Jack couldn't say no to her. He posed for the photo, but the baby started crying. I went to the bedroom to feed the baby, but was unable to due to the stress. At that moment, Rose entered the room with an artificial feeding device, grabbed the baby, and started feeding him.
Grandma won't let you starve.
Jack didn't stand up for me. Quite the opposite. He praised Rose.
What a wonderful grandmother he has.
At the end of the party, my mother-in-law handed Jack some keys and proudly announced to everyone that she had bought us a house. However, there was a condition. She would live there with us.
I will watch over them to make sure they don't spoil my Ebenezer.
The guests laughed and applauded. That was too much. I told Jack to return the keys and walk the guests out. Instead, he took me aside and said that he couldn't argue with his mother. Jack ended up confessing that he had lost his job and that we were living at Rose's expense.
We can't afford this apartment anymore. So we have to accept Mom's offer and take the keys.
My husband told me to pack my bags so we would move into the new place. While the moving truck was jammed with our stuff, I told Jack that I wasn't going because Rose would destroy our family. I suggested living in a trailer, but Jack refused.
We will be better in that house. It has a lot of rooms. Mom won't bother us. When you get over it, come join us.
I was left alone with the baby. I quickly cleaned up the mess. And away from prying eyes, I started feeding again. In order to be fully happy, I needed my husband. I I wore Jack's shirt so my son wouldn't forget his father's smell. But when the smell started to disappear, someone knocked on the door. Jack was standing there, asking me to take him back. As it turned out, Rose brought a new daughter-in-law into the house because she thought I was defective. Rose preferred to see Jack with this girl, who was quite obedient and worked at my mother-in-law's company. At that moment, Jack realized what I meant.
I said I wouldn't let our family be destroyed. So, can I come in?
I agreed to let Jack come back on one condition. He would have to find a job and repay the debt to his mother. We celebrated our son's first birthday in our own apartment. Without any furniture yet, but free of debts, we invited Rose to the party, in our house, under our rules, and she followed them.
Happy birthday, dear Leo. Happy birthday to you.
My mother-in-law found a young lover and shamelessly flirted with him in front of everyone at the spa. I accidentally saw them together and, unfortunately, they saw me too.
Jenny, what a surprise! I unexpectedly met my friend's son here.
She lied to my face, and I pretended to believe her, because I knew that it was better not to quarrel with someone like her. The masseuse broke the awkward silence between us.
Your room for couples romantic massage is ready.
Upon hearing that, my mother-in-law got nervous and took me aside. She reminded me that we were going to celebrate her birthday that evening and asked me not to buy her anything.
Your amnesia is the best gift you can give me, my dear.
I didn't see any remorse in her eyes. I was about to say no to her for the first time in my life, but I was interrupted by a phone call. It was my father-in-law.
Remember that if you destroy my marriage, I'll destroy yours. My son believes everything his beloved mother tells him.
I answered my father-in-law's call outside.
Jenny, my son won't pick up the phone. Can you help me out?
Mr. Nix was buying a present for his beloved wife. But the payment didn't go through due to some issues with the card. So he decided to borrow money from us. My father-in-law chose the most expensive necklace to please the vile liar.
I know it's a lot of money, but my Laura is a treasure.
I wanted to tell him the truth, but I didn't dare to. My husband always listened to his mother. And I was afraid that the terrible truth about her betrayal would destroy two families at once. So, with a heavy heart, I lent my father-in-law the money. However, when I said goodbye to him, I realized that I had to go back to the spa. That evening, the birthday girl was shining brighter than her new necklace. Mr. Nix also looked very happy with his wife. But after learning about the problems with his card, my mother-in-law's smile instantly disappeared.
The bank said that the card has run out of money because someone has been using it to pay for couples massages at an elite spa.
My mother-in-law panicked and started lying again.
Don't be angry, my love. I forgot to tell you. Jenny and I have been going to the spa together for months.
She looked at me as if begging me to confirm her words. Yes, we've been going to the spa together.
Yes, we have. We love spending time together.
But we've only been there together once. Today, in fact. And I saw Mrs. Nix sitting there with her young lover. My mother-in-law completely lost it and started screaming at me, accusing me of slander. However, I had proof.
What? But how? Where did you get that?
I used your method. I lied. I told them how I lied to security about my wallet being stolen. I asked them to see the video from the surveillance cameras and filmed my mother-in-law flirting with her lover with my phone. Of course, my mother-in-law started making excuses. But neither my husband or father-in-law forgave her. Mr. Nix left his wife and gave me the necklace he had bought for her. He also told me that he was grateful because he didn't have to live a lie anymore. My husband and I took the necklace back to the jewelry store and purchased a cruise ticket for my father-in-law with the money. I hope this will be the beginning of a new and happy life for you. One without a woman who misuses your love and trust. Don't expect others to keep your dirty secrets.